Hey, what's up? It's time. I think we're in business. Oh, yeah, we are. Cool. Awesome. All right. Welcome into new people. If there's even one, I'm happy. If there's even one person experiencing this nonsense, that makes me happy. Here we go. Thank you. Welcome into the Patreon bonus podcast. It's an Ask Me Anything Friday, free Patreon Friday. Yeah, we kind of just do it every once in a while. Just throw the free one out there. If you like it, if you like what's going on, you need more podcasting each and every day. Well, and this is what this is for. Busting out at the seams of the Eric Zane Show podcast, smack dab in the middle of Hudsonville, Michigan, my own little corner of the world. Leave me alone. Doing just fine. A couple questions. People are like, look, man, where's the dogs? What happened to the dogs today? I just gave him a break. I was getting in here on for the free one. And I kind of got up late. Diana has a day off today, so does Madison. So I'm like, do you mind taking care of the dogs this morning? I didn't say it like that. I said, hey, and so she's like letting the dogs out. There's a whole ritual that takes place. You got to let them out. You got to feed them. Benny gets his medicine. He's got some pain meds. Boy, that dog really is a drama queen. Benny, the one-eyed wonder dog. That dog, if he like stubs a paw, he walks on three legs for half a day. He is so dramatic. And even so, now he is okay. He has his vet, Dr. Karen, over at the Animal Medical Center of Wyoming. There's a freebie for you. And that's his doctor. He only likes to go to see her. So she's the one who does this procedure on his tummy to get that growth off the other day. And he's acting like, we just took away his birthday. He is so over the top dramatic about it. He's acting like Dr. Karen heard him. And he's just laying it on so thick. He's starving, but he won't even eat. We finally got him to eat today, thank God. But he's starting to feel better now. So it's like, and then he'll be sound asleep. And you'll hear him. He starts having a dream. And this has never happened before. The only time this is since he got operated on Monday. Was it Monday? Wednesday. He has been, every time he goes to sleep, he'll sit there and have a dream. And he'll start going, he's making like a huge deal about it. Welcome into new people again. Let's see what we got, where we are on the Eric Zane Show podcast Patreon bonus. Let's see, the usual suspects are in. All right. That is the question. Where are the dogs? Yeah, so I gave them the day off. Let's see. Andrea, question 1. Sarah, welcome. It's been a while. Good to see that you're in attendance. As always, this is a free Ask Me Anything. If you have questions about me, about radio, about what I do, about home life, about personal stuff, you can ask. Please ask me anything. That is the point. I'll try to give you as concise and thorough of an answer as I can. If you want to talk about past radio jobs, you're more than welcome to throw that out there. Questions about old shows, questions about old coworkers. You're welcome to throw that stuff out there. I know you've had questions burning on your brain about what it is I do, what I have done in the past, what I hope to do in the future. Please ask me anything. That is the point of this. By the way, I got my, I told you that I got my instant replay, my sound effects machine. And now I'm saddled with the task of loading the audio onto it one at a time. It's a real pain in the ass. but I'm building the drops. All new drops. You might recognize a few old ones. There's some pieces of audio that I want to get my hands on that I don't have access to, but I might have to do some more bridge building in order to get that old audio. So that's in store. Also, a phone bank, a phone controller, a Telos as it's known, is in the works. This is all part of building the show. Once I install the Telos, I need someone to operate it. I need an employee. Yeah, that's the show's growing. My God, hang on, I got to drink this coffee. Andrea, question 1. Did you ever stick your penis in the bear that I got you for Valentine's Day? And then she says, how about your fist? Okay, so we're starting off on that road. No, I did not stick my penis into the stuffed animal that you got me for Valentine's Day. I may have stuck my fist in there while trying to be funny, but it wasn't like I was pleasuring anything. That's our first question. What the hell is wrong with you, woman? Hang on, it finishes. All right. Okay. Oh, my God. Andrea, just stop it. What is wrong with you? Nick, he says it's too cold to be delivering heating oil in this shit. Is that what you do? Is that what you do, buddy? Did Diana get that new job? No, she didn't actually. Now that you mention it, I don't even think we heard from anybody about that. You know what? There was more than one that she applied for. She applied for one at another school, and after the interview, she came around and said, I don't even know if I want that job. So I think that kind of just dried up. Okay. Amanda says, why didn't you break out Tell Me How My Taint Look when you played the Shaq video for Kobe? I had done that previously, but I didn't think it was right because Shaq was so broken up about Kobe dying. It didn't feel right. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. This person who's listening in Minnesota says it's minus 16 there. Yikes. Oh, man, that makes it where we are seem like a friggin' vacation. Megan says John from Jennison showed up at Irvine's for a Dutch rudder yesterday. And, all right. So you can always, now I'm going to come up with, I got a story here that I'm going to talk about. While I'm doing that, if you have a question on the Eric Zane Show podcast, ask me anything. If you're just jumping on board right now, I'll have to repeat this for you. Anything at all about radio, about personal stuff, ask me anything. That's the point of it. You can ask me a question about former jobs, goals, things that I have planned for the future. Any questions at all that you may have thought of that you may have wanted to ask me over time. Hey, I always wanted to ask Zane this question. Now is the time to get that done. Just ask away here on the comments of the video. Or if you want, I guess you can shoot me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Mike says, did you check into the water issue yet? What caused the water to leak into the ceiling? Now, I talked about how I went into a room in my house and in the basement, and there was black mold, and the drywall was destroyed, and somehow water got in there. I don't know how. And I talked about that earlier in the week. And no, I haven't even gone in there yet. I have been so... Mike's really concerned about this. He actually sent me a text. Goes, man, you're going to want to find that source of that water. You better get on it, man. I'm telling you, it's going to destroy your house. Your house is going to sink into the ground if you don't get that taken care of. And I'm like, it's okay. No, I haven't had a second to shit. My days are, seriously, the last 2 weeks, it's been get done with this podcast, post a podcast, run to the bathroom, take a shower, get in my clothes, on the road, drive all day. Nighttime, either drive all the way into the night get home at 1 a.m. or have a hockey game or a basketball game or a paintball event. Come home, go to bed, do it again. Today is the last day for that. The last day. From that point on, I plan on catching up on things. Then, and only then, will I be able to do that. Eric, would you ever do another Monster Energy drink chug off with an in-studio guest like Stu? Yes, but only if it's that Monster coffee stuff, not the actual Monster Energy drink. Amanda wants to know, when is Diana going to have a party with me? Now, what Amanda's referring to is she has a side business. What's it called? Pure Anal? What is it again? Pure Vibrator? Vibrators.com? Anal.com. She sells anal vibrators. And what they do is they mask it with like other things that they sell. Pure romance. Like lotions and lube and shit like that and lingerie. But really, it's just a party to sell devices that go inside of women. And so she wants Diana to have a party. Yeah, I think that's a great thing, but then I got to get out of the house, which isn't that hard these days. Yeah, I'm not even allowed to be around. No, dude, you can't even have a male dog in the house when you have one of these pure anal parties. Kenny says, all right, man, serious question. Did you think of the free beer and hot wings fellas as friends? I'll pause there. Yes. Yeah, I did. It wasn't inner circle, but they were friends. Remember I talked to you about Brian Belgraph? That's inner circle. But yeah, of course they were friends. Of course we were friends. Because as a listener of the show, I always got the impression you guys were. That's what's bugged me the most. Yeah, I could understand that. As the show, the final year or so of that show, I've talked about this before. I felt a little disconnected, and so that was almost like my own self-fulfilling prophecy. So then, when it did finally go down, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there for that week that I was off. I don't know what happened when they were contemplating whether I stay or whether I go. But truth be told, it's been so long ago that had I gotten fired, and then I just went on the air and never mentioned anything about any of that, we'd probably still be talking right now. But I was pretty butthurt, so there was a lot of animosity on that. But maybe when I'm saying this, that might spur another question for you, and you're more than welcome to ask that question right here on the comments of this Eric Zane Show podcast. Ask me anything. You can keep it serious if you want. Serious, silly, doesn't matter. Nick says, Eric, can we get window decals? I think you mean, how can we get window decals? I'd love to throw one up on my car here in Maine. That is a great, great idea. But as you know, since I am a one-man show and I have yet to investigate the source of the black mold in my house, that is definitely on way down on the list. It goes black mold, also any type of abatement for other cancer-causing issues in the home, and then window decals. So as soon as I get rid of black mold, I'll start to think about the next thing. I have to worry about black mold, throwing a pure anal party, and then window decals. That's a great thing. Whose idea was it to start the market visits back in the old days? I don't know. I don't know how that came about. I think we had recognized that Jim Rome was successful doing that, and we thought that we could do that too. It was very, very exciting doing those first several, and that people would actually come out to see you. That was really spectacular. I say that of all the live shows, though, my favorites were Portland, Maine. Pat Collins really, really made something spectacular out of those, man. He I loved them all. Well, to start, it got a little old late for me, and I was like, oh boy, I don't. It wasn't so much because I didn't like. I liked seeing the people. I didn't like the travel. I hated the travel. I could not handle it. It was terrible. Amanda says, dude, only 20% of our stuff is toys. Yeah, I know that. I am aware, but that's the only thing people want to talk about is the anal. Besides, I'm just trolling you. Okay, she says, I was thinking I would advertise on the podcast, but now I'm not so sure. Okay, now, Amanda, you see, you can't get hurt. Hey, everybody, Amanda's hurt. All right. Where am I? Mike says, why not a black mold anal party? Can we get family members as in-studio guests or even one-off interviews, even outside immediate family? Oh, maybe. My son was the one who sat in your booth Saturday at the hockey game. Boy, I sure hope he's not listening to this. Do you usually wear a suit and tie to announce hockey games? Always. Hockey games are, that's a reason to get dressed up. It's a friggin' hockey game. That's a classy thing. This is what I usually wear at the basketball games. Megan says, I want to come to that party with Diana and Amanda. Oh, I know you do. That'll be something to see. All right. As always, if you're new here, reach out, add a comment question on the comments of this video. Anything at all that from the past, from the future, personal. Ask me a question that has been burning on your brain forever and ever. Get on that, and I will answer your questions on the Eric Zane Show podcast. Free Patreon. Ask me anything. God, Amanda, what are you doing? Hang on. While you guys come up with things to ask me, let me see if I can dial in Diana here. Hi, how are you?
Good.
You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
So, Amanda is one of the Zaniacs, and she, I'm pretty sure you know who she is. She is the one who sells dildos.
Yeah.
She wants to have one of those parties.
A dildo party?
Yeah.
With you?
No, I wouldn't be involved. It would be all chicks here at the house.
Would you host it?
No, I wouldn't. I can't have anything to do with it. It's all.
Well, I think you should be there and like serve the refreshments and stuff.
Like, no, that'd be terrible.
Maybe like not fully dressed or something.
No. I don't want anything to do with it. It'd be awful. But she's on the free Patreon Friday, and so she's continuing to talk about, hey, I want to do this. She actually would fucking tell Diana, Eric. What is your deal?
Well, I'll have a dildo party. I just got to find a free night.
Now she says that the dildos are only 20% of what they sell.
Right, I know that because I buy some of their lotion, but it's not like sex lotion. It's like anti-wrinkle lotion.
Okay. Did you buy it from her?
No, I had this from when I went to a party before.
All right. All right. She says, tell her to PM me or DM me or whatever.
Okay.
The tarantula farmer says he wants Facebook Live on the party, and I don't know if that's a good idea. And if Jacqueline wants to be in, don't ask Jacqueline. Do not ask Jacqueline to be in on the party.
No, I am.
What do you mean?
She can come. She might want to buy some lotion.
Come on, man. You see, this is why I didn't want to do this.
I like never mind.
Oh, you're gonna amp it up with a comment, aren't you? You're gonna say something ridiculous. It's gonna make me feel even more uncomfortable than what I am right now. All right.
It'll be fun.
Okay. All right.
Maybe Maddie can come too.
Oh, come on now. What is wrong with you? She's 17 years old. You can't say that.
Okay, tell her I'll look at some availabilities and start reaching out to friends and see when they can come.
Andrea says she wants to show up there. Let's see. Megan says she wants in. So, all right.
Perfect. We can. I don't even need my friends. It could be a Zaniad dildo party.
Well, yeah, then Dean would have to show up.
You don't have to be a dildo to come.
All right. All right. Very good. I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of your time.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Okay. Love you too. If you have a question on the Ask Me Anything, do it now. Reach out. You can leave a comment on the YouTube video, and I will read your question, and I will answer it to the best of my ability. Mike says, Zane, have you heard of or tried an earwax candle? I have heard of that. And I also read that it's not the best thing to do, that the wax is, some of the wax is supposed to stay in there, and that kind of strips it of everything. It's supposed to clean your ears out really well. People like yourself who wear headphones for a living have a lot more earwax. We do? I don't know that. I noticed that when I wear those, the earbuds with the little piece of rubber on the ends, I wear those when I run, and occasionally you take a look at them, and there's all sorts of interior growtiness, like wax cheese on the inside. I have to take it off and dig it out with a toothpick. It's horrible. So perhaps. All right, you guys, I am circling the drain on things to engage you with. For 23 people on there, how is it possible that with 23 people, which is pretty much off the charts for me, I don't usually have that many people that are enjoying any type of Patreon stuff, I'm getting 0 questions that are interesting. I've had maybe 1 or 2 that I think are even remotely interesting. If you have any questions at all, the point of this is to ask me a question that I will then answer. All right? So leave a comment on the live chat, and you'll be good to go. All right? If you can't think of it, or if you can't do it on the live chat, you can always reach out to me, eric@ericzaneshow.com. I will periodically go for the remainder of this and check out the email. All right. Mike says, hey, ask me anything. What was your favorite Joe stunt or a stunt where something went really wrong? Wow. Good one. Oh, God. I think for just sheer laughter, my favorite Joe stunt was when he rolled down the hill in the tractor tire. That one keeps popping up in my brain. There was a lot of them. There was that one, and because it was my knees. It was just, God, it just, I was pretty sadistic. Every time Joe would experience some type of discomfort or squeal or make a noise, I would laugh really, really hard. Right up there was Reverse Tequila Stuntman. If you were to search that, you could possibly see that. Reverse Tequila Stuntman. What he did was, instead of a normal shot of tequila or a normal tequila thing where you would lick the lime and then slam the tequila or whatever in the side. I forgot exactly how you're supposed to do it normally, but he did it. He would take the shot and then snort the fucking salt, and then he would quickly tip his head back, and I squeezed limes into his eyes. And the noise that he made was just killed me. I wonder if that's available. Okay. Because if I can find it, I'll play it right now. Producer Joe Reverse Tequila. God, did that make me laugh? He made this crazy noise. That was a good one. And then no. Paintball Gauntlet was big. And when he put the icy hot on his balls, that was spectacular. Yeah, I can't find it. That's a bummer. So many good stunts. Thank you, Mike, for the question. All right. LeBron or Jordan? LeBron, all the way. Have you talked to Joe lately? Nope. I ran into Joe at a stoplight a couple years ago. He was driving that crazy-ass van that he bought, which I thought he was losing his mind when he bought it. The guy bought a transit van, took out all the seats, and threw them in the garbage. I was like, what happened there? Let's see. Where's Stu been? Good question. I actually thought about bringing him in on this one if I couldn't get anything going with questions, just to say hi to him. Amanda says, if you were on a deserted island, what 5 movies would you bring? Oh, this is easy. Tarantino movies. Pulp Fiction. Inglourious Bastards. Django Unchained. Hateful Eight. And Kill Bill. 1 and 2. So that would be 6, I guess. But 1 and 2 counts as one movie. All right. Any good memories from the Z93 days? I listened while in college. Well, every day was a good day at Z93. I look back on those moments so fondly. Oh, my God. My first real radio job. Where to begin? It was just a different time. I remember the good and the bad. I remember it was a struggle just to do anything creatively because we didn't have anything digital there. There was nothing digital. It didn't exist yet. Music was played in CDs. You had to take the CD, put it in the. We actually had record players, vinyl records. It was spectacular. I was in this industry as it changed from a completely analog business to digital. And I saw the progression of analog to CDs to everything is on computers. I also saw the diminishing of the workforce. I have lived through a transition of an entire industry, but those days were spectacular. There were frustrations. You had a reel-to-reel player with like tape on it, and you had to take like a marking pencil, a crayon, if you will, and where you wanted to edit, you had to make a mark on the tape. And then where you wanted that part to end, you had to make another mark. And then you had to pull the tape out and put it on an editing block with a razor blade and physically cut it and throw the tape away and take a piece of actual like Scotch tape and tape the fucking thing back together. That's the way you edited back then. Holy crap. Let's see. Andrea's really sexed up today. I can't even read it. Jesus, someone have sex with Andrea. Jason, would you please take care of this lady? Please. She's all aroused. Megan says, have you had Lily's chocolate? What the hell is that? Keto friendly, Harvest Health, not the crazy dark crap. Might have to check that out. Thank you. Eric, it's Lee from Minnesota. Would you be willing to do something during the summer on a Saturday for out-of-staters to come and participate? Well, yeah, sure. I can do whatever the hell you want. What are you thinking? Mike adds that the Joe stunt, the bridge ribbon cutting was great. Yes, it was. Oh. Okay, greater guitar player, Stevie Ray Vaughan or Jimi Hendrix? Go. Stevie Ray Vaughan, I feel, was better. I liked his music better. Jimmy was, so affected by like the acid. It seems like the guy was losing his mind half the damn time. I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. I like them both, but Mike says, old school stunt, gas station Jedi. That was a great one. You will not swear any longer. Man, motherfuck you, boy. Kenny says Dimebag. He's talking about Dimebag Daryl, I guess. I don't know. Kenny, I'm more into the blues, but I know Dimebag was pretty great. All right, now these guys are having a conversation. Any more question? Was that the station where he caught the boss? Z93 was at the station where he caught the boss banging the secretary. Wasn't the secretary? Yes, it was. I still talk to that dude to this day. He's a great friend of mine. He's a huge ally in the industry. Have you been to Fit Body Boot Camp lately? You haven't talked about it in a while. Well, there's still a sponsor of the show. I still have a membership there, but I haven't gone there in a little while. I recommend it. But my problem is I have to get up at 4:20 in the morning to get there. Until I rework the schedule, I got to change things up. Do you have any advice for my daughter who's a junior up at Central? My advice is don't listen to your mom's advice. That is my advice for you, daughter of Amanda. Adam says, how was the whistle blown on Kyle? Remember I said you could ask me anything. Yes, you may. But I choose now to say nothing. Favorite swear word? Fuck! Reach out, Eric at ericzaneshow.com if you have a question about anything at all. That's the point of the Ask Me Anything. We might be winding down, as I think I've exhausted all of my questions. Let me check the email. Yeah, I think that's it. Hold on. Oh, this Mike continues. If you have one more question. Hang on. Got a hair in my mouth. Give me a Joe stunt where something went really wrong. Well, I think the biggest one was the one where we dressed up Joe in a prison orange jumpsuit, put him in handcuffs, and then we made him run into the hardware store in town in a panic, demanding that someone let him borrow a hacksaw to cut off the cuffs. Now, I say it went wrong, but to me, it went right. Think about that. Joe's running into a hardware store. Of course, they're going to call the cops on him. Joe runs into a hardware store in a panic. We're on the phone with him and does that. He ends up leaving the store. And then he's talking to us on the phone. And the police have been alerted. So the Grand Rapids City, Kent County, and the Michigan State Police are on their way. I'm shocked we let this happen, that we actually did this and didn't. We had to have known this was going to happen. Police are running red lights and putting the public in danger because they're chasing a fugitive. We did this. Now, as you all know, I mean, I got fired because I did the much more terrible thing of making fun of pants. So that makes sense. But in this case, we were okay because we were putting the public at risk. I'm not kidding you. Cops are getting air through intersections, rushing to catch up with Joe. While on the air, we hear Joe get pulled over. I mean, we're talking guns drawn and shit surrounding Joe. This was a big deal. We should have all been fired then, but, we weren't. It's only the big crimes like pants insulting that gets people fired. So I think that one was probably the one that went wrong / right the most. Mike says, if you were to time travel, where would you go? I don't know. Where would I go? Time travel. I'd probably go back to before I was born just to see what it was like with my mom and dad young in that dynamic, just to see how it was. I don't know. It's pretty lame. I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. Let's see. Favorite swear word? Kevin says motherfucker, as said by the meth head Meyer lady from the east side. Okay. Yeah, we gotta. If we're gonna reference that, we have to.
Fuck you! I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Fuck you! I never brush my fucking teeth. Don't you fucking know that?
can't get enough of her, man.
Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Let's see. Pelleruto says, Joe stunt that went wrong with the get me out of handcuffs. Yep, that's what I was just talking about. The tire one was pretty brutal. Eric, do you know any single women close to my age that are looking for relationships that are tired of living in Michigan? Kenny, come on. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Dildo lady. The laundromat one was pretty funny. Yep. Don't you know? Get out of there. How much trouble did you guys get in with the bosses on the police thing? That was bad. Greg took care of that one. I think Greg had to go to actually the state police in Lansing with our boss at the time. I think it was Catlett. It had to have been Catlett. Had this been Russ was such a pussy. We would have gotten fired if Russ was in charge. But Catlett, he was notorious for putting out the fire. Russ was a complete twat and it was horrible. If anything went sideways on the show, Russ would sit there and just freak out like a bitch. And then it would all roll downhill really, really fast. Catlett was the shit, man. That's why I got fired. I couldn't handle the managerial style. It was so much different with Russ, because if you get in any amount of trouble, Russ would never, ever defend you. It was horrible. Mike says, why diet when you can try delicious aids? No. Amanda says, is this on the internet or something, or even just an audio? You're talking about the police thing? I have no idea. Favorite saint? Adam says, I love Joe's pot police stunt. I don't even know what that one is. And Nick says, do you have a get-together plan for the summer? I don't.
Fuck you! I'm trying to help you, motherfucker!
That's it. We could do something over the summer. All right, folks, enjoy the day. Thanks for participating. If you like the Patreon, would you please consider throwing 5 or 10 my way per month? That keeps the lights on, and there's something in it for you because you can play smarter than a former drug dealer. Trivia. $25 each week is on the line from Bennett Flooring Installation. And now, once you're signed up, you're in the running for the April giveaway, which is $1,500 carpet install from Bennett Flooring Installation. So, if you've enjoyed this, shit yeah, help me out, won't you? Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Sign up for $5 or $10 a month. If you do the 10, I'm buying you a t-shirt. Don't be an asshole. Sign up. Thanks, folks. Enjoy the weekend. I'll be back Monday with more podcasting. Till then, bye-bye.